Lori and I met in 2011, shortly before she got the official diagnosis of metastatic disease, very, very shortly. We actually met in a broader context on social media, and thanks to a Twitter chat that's still going strong, we began taking the conversation away from the chat, offline, into emails, onto the telephone, and that all of a sudden we just bonded.
So we actually met face to face the first time here in DC for a conference, and since we were both flying in, we were able to meet at the gate, which was just, I mean, I feel badly for everyone else around because we sort of lost it.
I probably would not be sitting here if Lori didn't push me, because I had no confidence in myself that I was able to do all of these things, and she just does what we do to each other now, but this was like kind of when we were just getting to know each other.
Which is to be relentless.
Or just we do things behind each other's back and then tell each other after the fact. Like she said, well, I already recommended you for DOD panel. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I can't do a peer review. I don't know. She's like, you so can do it. Trust me, I've been there. So she kind of propelled me forward in the whole advocacy realm. And from that is not where well, I guess that's where the foundation of my advocacy started.
So she's my emotional wreck, and I don't have to do that. And we really do, whatever the situation, and it's not just cancer at all.
No.
We advocate for each other all the time. And it's just,
no,
I don't know.
She's my go-to. If I'm falling apart over, and Lord knows there's plenty of things right now that are going on. My life either has things that are just amazing in the stratosphere, or I'm getting kicked to the curb. And no matter what, you're there to either celebrate or telling me I got it.
Or sit in the curb with you.
Or just sit here for a minute, I'll take care of this. And within 5 minutes it's taken care of and I feel better. Together we kind of like bounce off each other, we feed off each other, we work on a project together. Her strengths are my weaknesses, my strengths are her weaknesses, and we definitely bounce off each other.
So I think Cancer Base is a fabulous example of that.
Absolutely.
So really, the one place we're outside of the scope of advocating for advocates, which is what I think we do with SSP as mentors. Outside of that, Cancer Base, which is a project that we're both working on together through a lab at USC, has absolutely kind of blossomed as a result of our synergy. Is that a good word?
And tenacity.
And tenacity. So Cancer Base, the idea behind Cancer Base is that it is a patient, by patients, for patients, patient-contributed database. And we had a poster in the scientific session, which for advocates is just all of that.
Yeah, that was quite a big deal yesterday. Quite a big deal.
And we're looking at how we can provide, as Peter Kuhn would say, a value proposition for the people who share their data within Cancer Base, and then eventually roll that into clinical space and research space. And the idea is we're collecting narrative data, treatment information, journaling pieces, symptoms, side effects, those types of things from patients, and providing that back to patients in a curated form.
Yeah.
So I don't think, we were asked to dream.
Yeah, dream big.
We were asked to dream big.
So she'll start saying one thing and then I'll add on to it, and
it just snowballs.
And all of a sudden, and she's out in California and I'm in New York, so half the time I'm Skyped in on the conversations. So she's boots on the ground there, and I'm able to like hover from above because I'm not in the thick of it, kind of. So she's got all the energy going on around her, and I'm like kind of, I'm getting all the information I need, but I'm a little bit detached, so I can throw in a little, like, you know, different perspective because I'm not in the intensity of the room at the moment, and working from one coast to the other and accomplishing and achieving the things that we've been able to do by seeing each other maybe twice a year.
But for now, I can work on a project till 1 or 2 in the morning, shoot Anne-Marie an email saying, check out the Google Doc, and she picks it up a couple hours later.
Right.
And by the time I'm up and running again, it's been revamped. And, so we just kind of...
It works.
Yeah.
It works. The time change works. Everything works. I'm going to say one thing. Together we're better.
Absolutely.